You're alive, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive. So here's the thing. I decided to try this again, even though my internet has been flonky all day today, and so it causes me to think that hopefully it doesn't continue to crash. I then moved my router all the way to the back of my house, so that way it's even closer to the garage, in the hopes and chances that it doesn't disconnect. I pull it up and I'm already still missing 3 bars. I've only got 2 bars of connection out of a total of 5. Doesn't make me very happy because I shouldn't have that shitty of internet even with the router pulled all the way back. But as people were telling me, maybe it's because everybody else in this world is using internet right now. Which, if that's the case, okay, so then why do I pay more for my internet than everybody else does? Because I have business class, extremely high-speed internet, so that way I wouldn't run into problems like this. And then if you're going to tell me just because everybody else in the world is at home and they're all using internets that now my internet's going to suffer, that's bullshit. I shouldn't have to pay more for it then. But anyways, if not, this video will probably be 5 to 6 minutes long. Henceforth, last night, my stream died every 5 or 6 minutes. If it dies again tonight, I'm not going to restream because I'm pretty pissed off about it already. I'm not trying to keep doing this all damn night anyways. But, yes, not trying to come into the stream all stressed out, blah, blah, blah. But, as always, this whole coronavirus bullshit is really getting annoying. Like, okay, I understand. It's really bad. People are dying, blah, 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 blah. But for all the rest of us who don't have coronavirus, probably will never get coronavirus. I can't swear to that, but I have this feeling if I'm locked in this house for the rest of my life, I'll probably never get it. And secondly, I have a job that can't pay me to not be working. I'm just going broke. I've maxed out all my credit cards. I'm not making payments on them, so now I'm getting charged late fees for not paying all my credit cards. My health insurance just got canceled because I haven't been paying on that. You can't make money and pay and spend shit on money if you can't make it. And then we got all these motherfuckers out there that are working from home because their jobs allow them to work from home. Motherfucker, I'm a carpenter. I can't work on people's houses from my house. Then you apply for jobs. Jobs are hard to get nowadays because apparently everybody else is going out there and applying for jobs. And then we got these whole stimulus checks, which, okay, super nice. The government tried to give us money. That's cool. But here's the thing. How come all the people who are getting paid, who are either essential workers or people who are being paid to stay home and work from home, are all the ones getting their stimulus money? And then people like me who don't get paid any money are still sitting and waiting for money. Like, it makes no sense how they set up this whole stimulus money thing. If they really truly wanted to do the stimulus money checks, they needed to pay the people who weren't working first. It pisses me off. I just heard a weird noise outside, so it made me look. But it pisses me off. I'm not saying that if you're making money right now, that you don't deserve a stimulus check. That's not where I'm trying to put this out. What I'm saying is it makes no sense that people who are still making money in this time are getting stimulus checks when people like me who aren't making money still haven't seen it. It makes no sense. Like, why do they need money? They're still making money. I'm not making money because I can't do anything. And then, like I said, I've applied for a bunch of jobs. Have I heard from any of them? No. I haven't even gotten an email or a call saying, we're sorry, we can't use you at this point. Nothing. Just nothing. So either A, they're being swamped with 1,000 bajillion applications and they have no time to sort through them all, or B, they've already filled their things and they're just fucking throwing everybody else's away because they're like, well, we can't use you. It's just like, wouldn't you let me know? It's nice. It would be nice to know that you looked at it and that you can't use me. Then it would be to be like, oh, well, we just won't contact him and he'll deal with it. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Depression's at an all-time high for everybody else and myself included. obviously I would love to not be depressed. I unfortunately I have extremely severe depression that I suffer from. Do I take medicine for it? No. Should I? Probably, but I don't want to. I don't want to be stuck on taking pills the rest of my life just to be happy. I'd like to think at one point I can just be happy enough to not have to do anything. But then again, here we are. Now I'm jobless. I can't find a job. I'm not making any money. I don't have a stimulus check. All my bills and all my credit cards and all that stuff that needs to be paid aren't getting paid. So here I am climbing farther and farther into debt. Does anybody care? No. And who's left to deal with it? Me. So of course it makes me depressed. It puts me even deeper, darker into a deeper, darker pit that feels like I'm never going to be able to climb out of it. I already was in a pit before all this bullshit started, and now it's even worse. And then you're going to sit here and tell me that we might still be on lockdown for another month or so? You're fucking nuts. What it's going to do is you're going to result to having a whole bunch of people start robbing everybody, because that's the only way we're going to be able to survive in this world. And no, I can't claim unemployment because my last job laid me off, and I didn't work there long enough for them to have the ability to be on unemployment. Do I want to be on unemployment? No. That's like a life goal of mine. I don't want to be on unemployment. I understand that some people get in shitty situations. They got to be in that spot. But I don't want to be in that spot. I do my hardest to do everything I can to not be put onto any government assistance. And on top of that, I can't even do it if I wanted to. Hi, guys. I'm still bitching. I'm depressed. My life sucks. I don't know what to talk about besides that anymore. What is there to talk about besides how shitty life is? And then on top of that, oh, heaven forbid, Ohio decides to warm up. Oh, wait, is it snowing right now? Yes. Why is it snowing? Because Ohio sucks major fucking cock. Grr. I hate this state. Just want to live somewhere warm where it's warm all year round. Period. No cold, no snow. I would have loved to have a job that actually has the ability to work still or pay me to work at home. Like my dad. Stop crying. What's on your face? What you got on your face? You got string on your face. Do this. Do this. Shake your head. All right. Whatever. Just sucks. Life just sucks. I like to make videos about being happy. I hate making videos when I'm fucking mad and upset, and recorded a mad video the other day, and here I am again just on this ranting rave about being all pissed off about how bad life sucks right now. My dad, he works a job where he still works, so he's still making money, and he only works every other week. So the weeks that he's not working, they still pay him. My sister and her husband, they're both teachers, so they both work from home. So they're still both making money. I'm a carpenter. I don't get no money. I'm just fucked. I just got fucked over. I got a shitty job that doesn't pay me from home because I can't do it from home. And the only person who can blame for that situation is this guy right here. Did I go to college to be smarter? No, I didn't. Am I stuck having an entry-level position the rest of my life? Yes, I will. And because of that, now I'm stuck with not being paid while everybody else is being paid. And here I am going dead fucking broke. I just had my second credit card be canceled because I'm not making payments on it. If you don't make payments, they're not going to let you have your credit card. I'm not going to have any credit cards left by the time this is over. Just sucks. It just sucks. People just don't understand. Everybody's all happy with their life and, oh, I'm going crazy because I'm stuck in my house all day. Nah, 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 nah. And you don't fucking pretendingly act like a bunch of us were like this before it even fucking started. I'm a homebody. I like being home. I like doing shit at my house. That's who I am. That's what I like to be. But here's the thing. Now that you're telling me that I can't leave, I'm going to go fucking insane. I'm not meant to stay at home forever. I'm just losing it. I don't know what to do anymore. I really don't know what to do anymore. Like I said, then boy will be up my ass. But why don't you just go out and get a job? It doesn't really matter what you have. It just anything's better than nothing. Okay, well explain that to the 12 applications I've put out. That not a single one of them's called me back. So what's up with that? Something is better than nothing. But guess what? If no one fucking calls you when you apply for them, then there's no fucking point. You know what? I need a cigarette. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's also count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have no money to buy more. So after these 8 cigarettes are gone, I'm done. And you think I'm bitchy now, you wait until I'm done. I don't have any cigarettes to smoke, and then I'll be a real fucking bitchy person. Well, here's the thing. I can at least say, in a happy note, that um, I appreciate that, Rachel, and I know you guys would help me if I needed the help, but I don't want to have to be at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt bad taking $16 from you to pay for my Xbox with, yes, obviously, of all things in this world, the Xbox was the least thing that really, truly needed to be paid for. But it's the only way I have to still talkingly connect with you guys since I can't just leave my house without getting bitched at for it. It sucks. Life sucks. And Holly, don't be upset that you didn't make it to my shitty live streams that happened last night because A, they didn't even work, and B, I understand that you're dealing with something much more precedent in life than any of us are. So if you're feeling sick, don't ever feel like you feel bad because you weren't able to attend a live stream. I'd much rather you feel better than watch me live stream. I was bitching the other night that you were on about other people not showing up, and that's fine, but never, never, feel upset that you were sick and that you couldn't watch me. Like I said, of all those people in the world, you are the last person that I will be mad for not coming because I understand that you're dealing with something that none of us have to deal with, besides Martin, who obviously dealt with this a long time ago, but it's the same situation. Well, I appreciate it. And you're right, Rachel. I would help you if, the roles were flipped. Just don't know what to do anymore. I really don't. This is my day. This, me venting to you guys at this exact moment in time is like what I've been all day in my own head. And it's really hard to go all day when all you do is beat on yourself because of how shitty your life is. And then I got people like my mom who are like, "Oh, you just got to make your own happiness in life." Doesn't work that way, people. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. I can be upset, but just because I'm like, oh, I need to be happy doesn't mean all of a sudden rainbows and sunshine is going to come out. If a fucking $1,000,000 wants to land on my porch and Ohio decides to get warm as fuck outside, I would be ecstatic. Are either of those going to happen? Probably more likely the sun and the warmth is going to happen before the fucking $1,000,000. But and then on top of that, I heard something that was even funnier today. This guy my dad works with came over, and they were talking about how they obviously are still getting paid even if they aren't working. And and the guy told my dad, he was like, He's like, when I get my stimulus check, I'm just going to put it off to the side. I'm going to separate it into 4 sections, and I'm going to evenly give it to all my kids so that way they have money because they aren't making money right now. Would my father give me his money? No. Bullshit. Well, Holly, I'm glad you appreciate it because I appreciate you, just like I appreciate Michael and Rachel and Martin. Michael, that's a lie. Money definitely makes you happy. You see how unhappy I am right now? If I had money, I wouldn't be bitching right now. So that right there is proof that your statement is wrong. If I had $1 million, I'd have a lot of toys. I'd be living in a state that never gets cold and never snows, and I wouldn't worry about money. And that's like the biggest worry ever. Money does make you happy. Now, y'all okay? It does. Money makes you happy. Yeah, well, Holly, I'm glad your parents are cool people. I won't. I will not get this. And I'm not saying that I want my parents to just give me money. If my parents gave me money, I'd pay them back. But it's still the fact of it just seems odd that there are a lot of parents out there that are like, "Oh man, my kids are struggling. Maybe I should give them some money so they can help." And then my parents are just like, "Good fucking luck." Ugh. You know what would make me happier? Is if you guys all leave a like. We have 5 people watching right now. That'd be 5 likes I would have. That would make me happy. Well, I won't say happy. It will make me happier. Hey, we got 2, 3. Well, I'm sure we won't get 5 because I'm pretty sure probably the 5th person is our fucking weirdo who watches us that never talks or likes anything. So there's that. But besides that, I appreciate the 3 likes. Yep. And I have nothing else to talk about because that's all I've thought about all day was those 3 things. And I've done nothing with my life. And I literally spent all day today watching the 3 Hobbit movies. Actually, I'm technically still in the middle of watching the 3rd Hobbit movie, but regardless, I woke up in a bad mood and decided, you know what? Fuck cleaning. Fuck trying to do anything today. I'm just going to do what makes me happy. So I spent half the day watching videos. I spent the other half of the day playing playing with playing video games because I'm going to start recording a yes, obviously I tried to explain this last night, and every time I try to record a video about the damn sponsor, the fucking internet died. Now the internet's working, but I still can't particularly talk about it because it's still not set up enough to say like I am sponsored, like I'm in the works of getting sponsored. Is it going to work out? Probably, but I'm not allowed to talk about it because I'm not truly sponsored at this point in time. But it was extremely nice of them that at some point, apparently, somebody like a couple streams ago watched my stream who was a part of a company, and they reached out to their company and was like, "Hey, there's this guy I watch on YouTube. I think he's pretty cool. You should totally hit him up about some sponsorship." And then this guy named Jeff reached out to me and was like, "Yo, bro, I was told that you live stream on YouTube and some other stuff that, like I said, I can't really fully explain it because of the fact of my beard um from but it's still in the works, so like I can't release details. I don't want to lose this sponsorship, so I'm not going to try to start saying I'm sponsored by a company who isn't sponsoring me. um uh, well, Rachel, I will also let you know that my father will be out of town all next week while turkey hunting, and you best believe I'm getting out of this house all fucking week. The moment that motherfucker's gone, I'm leaving. I'll fucking spend the night at your goddamn house just so I don't have to go home. I won't really spend the night at your house. I'm just saying I don't want to. I don't want. I don't want to. I don't want to be here. And he's the only person that bitches every single time I leave. I mean, shit, I leave for cigarettes, and he's like, "Where do you go? Why is he out? We don't me." And just drives me crazy. And then I mentioned earlier, well, obviously, this is like a conversation I'm having with Rachel, but it's also a conversation I can have with the rest of you to understand that there are some new things coming in which Mike and Rachel, which not Michael, but Mike and Rachel will hopefully record videos of named V. That's dope. Alton, and that's when he also explained to me that that there was like another thing coming today that he was also going to get. And then I was like, you should record videos. And he was like, how should I do that? And so I told him he should use his phone. And then he was like, I can maybe use Rachel's fancy camera. Anything would be nice. Small clippets, explanations of what's going on, whatever, it's fine. But I just I will edit the videos together, and then I'll be able to release them to the YouTubes. So, like I was saying in the future video that I was making, there will be new people on this channel, and just because the video doesn't have me in it won't mean that that you won't like it. Obviously, you guys enjoy talking to Rachel in the chat, and it will be her and Mike that will be making these videos. I mean, I'm not saying that Rachel 100% will be in the videos. She could be, I'm not sure, but I'm just meaning like there will be videos hopefully sooner or later of stuff being worked on and things like that. So hopefully that all works out for everybody. I'm excited about it because I really want to ride the dirt bike. I'll ride Mike bought a 3-wheeler today, and I'll ride the 3-wheeler. I'm not scared, but I'm also scared because everybody I know who's owned a 3-wheeler has ate shit really bad on one. They're very dangerous, but they're cool as fuck because they got 3 wheels. Being as it's Mike, he'll be doing wheelies for days because he can do wheelies on a 4-wheeler and dirt bike, so it makes complete sense to think that he'll pull up on the wheelie on that 3-wheeler and just hold it for like a million feet because he's just naturally good at wheelies, and I can't wheelie for shit. I can wheelie, but I'm going to fall on my ass. All right, well then Rachel will be in them, which, like I said, it's fine. I'd rather you guys be in them because I want to get it to the point where summer comes, if this stupid bullshit isn't going on and I can actually get the fuck out of my house, then we would all 3 be in videos. And the easier it is, so like the first time that you and Mike make a video, you're going to feel really weird because you know that you're recording it, knowing that somebody else is going to watch it. So you're going to have to learn to talk like you're talking to somebody, even though no one's there, but then you know that somebody will be there at one point. So then it's like you're talking to them. But like I said, the first time you go to do it, and I mean, it was like that for me when I started vlogging years ago. I felt weird as fuck talking to myself. Yes, I'm talking about the new direction of the channel. The new direction of the channel is going to have a lot of motors in it, okay? We're talking car motors, dirt bikes, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, my lawnmower that's going to be super awesome if me and Mike ever actually really work on it. Well, I say lawnmower, but it's really just a tractor. And yes, we are trying to go in a more engine-based, or I wouldn't even say engine, but just more vehicle ridey based content. Will it still be the same? It's still going to be me talking. It's still going to be me talking about random shit, but it's going to be more involved with having a purpose behind it of actually going in a movement type of situation. Rachel, I totally agree with you. It is a scary thought. I mean, literally, when you sent me that picture, I was excited that Mike got it, but it instantly was like, ooh, three-wheelers, huh? Three-wheelers are real dangerous, man. Like, you can have a lot of fun on a three-wheeler, but you can also really fuck yourself up on a three-wheeler. And I'm sure that you remember when Jay, Jay Thompson, wrecked his, and he broke his face and shattered his ribs, and it was bad and nasty. I mean, now he was going really fast and was drunk as fuck. So of course, when he wrecked, he ate shit really bad. But still, a fact of like, that's how easy it is. I mean, you can have as much riding experience as you have in life, and you can jump on a three-wheeler and eat shit really easily. When the fuck did you go in a coma? That's scary. Comas are even more scary when you think about it. Yeah, exactly, Rachel. That's what I'm saying. Which I'm saying, of all the people in this world, Mike is responsibly smart. He has a family. He's got you and Colton. He's not gonna go out and do nothing too stupid, but it's still also, like I was saying, it doesn't really matter how much experience you have. Three-wheelers have a mind of their own. They will fuck you up. So as long as he stays responsible about it, we shouldn't have to worry too much. Um, but yeah, so there's that. Um, yeah, see, a coma is a scary thing, man. That fucking comas scare me more than anything because, like, we have medically induced comas, and just because they put you into that medically induced coma does not mean they can wake you back up. Like, 9 times out of 10, you probably can get woke up, but yeah, I know, and that's the thing. My uncle, who is in a nursing home because he's had a lot of wrecks, he got into a car wreck, went into a coma, was in a coma for a year and a half. When he woke up, and I swear to God, I'm not making this up. When he woke up, my uncle knew how to do sign language, and he had never learned how to do it in his life. That's scary. That means that somehow he was in a coma and learned how to do sign language. He was talking in his sleep, like, in the coma, like when he's passed out on the bed, he was moving his hands. And a lot of people were like, oh, he's just like twitching. It wasn't until somebody else who knew sign language showed up and was like, no, he's signing right now. And they realized that, I mean, half the stuff he was saying didn't make sense, but he was actually saying things with his hands, even though he was in a coma. And then when he woke up, he still knew how to do it, but he had never learned how to do that. So it's like, how did that happen? How did he learn how to do sign language in a coma? Kind of makes you think that you're like, it's like a brain thing in the sense of like, even though you're not awake, that like your brain can still like explore the earth and learn things while you're in a coma. That's why comas have always scared me. Literally, the story of my uncle. I mean, obviously, it's kind of cool that he woke up and learned out and knew how to do something that he had never done before, but it's still scary to think that he was in a car wreck and then he was in a coma for a year and a half before he woke up. Can you imagine passing out one day and waking up multiple years later and having somebody try to explain to you like, oh yeah, you know how you were 28 when you passed out? Yeah, well now you're 33. I'd be like, oh what? I'm what? I don't believe you. Yeah. Ugh, ugh. God, Holly, you have a very rough life, and I'm sorry. Here I am bitching about my life and all the shitty things in my life, and then you show up and remind me that even though I'm struggling with money and super depressed right now, that it can always be worse, and I still feel really bad for you. I do. I truly do. That's a very shitty thing you have to go through in life, and I'm really sorry. Truly am. Unofficial sponsor. We wish that they were our sponsor. They'd probably pay me more money, but I'll take the sponsor I have. Well, when if I have them, which I will, but I can't say anything. It'll probably be maybe toward the end of this week. I'd hope that things would be rolling, and I could come out and be like, "Hey, this is the sponsor. Huge shout out to the dudes." Oh, you missed your 23rd birthday? 23 is my favorite number, which really sucks because that's LeBron James's number, and I fucking hate LeBron James with a fucking passion. Um, I don't like basketball, so there's that. But on top of that, I just fucking despise that man. Um, everybody compares him to being the greatest of all time when realistically Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time, and and he was also number 23. But I've always loved the number 23. So on my 23rd birthday, I was really psyched about being 23 because I was my favorite number for an entire year. And now I'm 29, and I wish more than anything I could go back in time and be 23 again. Oh, that'd be fun. I'd still have a job that probably wouldn't be working right now because I'm sure that that my plastic company I worked at isn't still working because they didn't do anything that was of importance to need to be an essential worker. Uh, I could do with some alcohol, which realistically, now that I think about it, which I'll show you some messiness on top of my garage or on top shelf of my garage, you can see I've got Bacardi right there. I've got Malibu next to that. I've got Peach Ciroc. I'm going the wrong way. That's Peach Ciroc back behind there. And then I have Jack Daniels right there. So I have Jack Daniels. I've got a lot of alcohol up there. And then on top of that, you can't really see it, but there's a wooden box that's behind these alcoholic bottles. And it's full of gin and all kinds of other things. It's actually a liquor cabinet it's Michael, when did you show up to this stream? Did you miss the whole beginning part of the stream where I was angry and yelling about why I was angry? Because I already covered most of that, and I really don't want to bring it up again because I'm already in a bad mood, and the more I talk about why I'm in a bad mood, I'm just gonna be bitchier and bitchier about it. Oh well. It's got to do with everything. It's got to be with the fact that I'm depressed. I have no money. I can't get a job. My job that I had before this doesn't pay me when this is going on because I can't be a carpenter from home. Um, I just lost my health insurance again. My 2 credit cards got canceled on me because I haven't been making payments on them, and I'm still getting charged late fees for not making payments on them. Ohio decided to snow again, even though we were actually getting like 50, 60-degree weather again. It decided, oh, well, no, let's go back to 30s and snow. Um, there's a lot of things we could keep going. Stimulus checks still bothers me that it seems like everybody who's still making money is the ones getting the stimulus checks, and the ones of us that aren't working aren't getting our money. So it makes no sense that they would set up a system in which people who have money are getting money and people who don't have money don't get money. Okay, gotcha. See, yeah, I tried to just make a real skim brief overview without getting too bitchy about those, because like I said, I'd already talked about all that, and I already bitched about it, and I really don't want to continuously keep bitching more and more. But I want to show you guys my liquor cabinet because it's actually really cool. It was my grandfather's. He passed away 2 or 3 years ago now. I think it was 2 years ago. And when we were cleaning out his house or whatever, my aunts and my uncles found his liquor cabinet, and well, I'm glad it was beautiful in Alabama. Come to Ohio, fucking snow, ice, and rain. That's what we got, because Ohio is fucking awesome, just fucking awesome. Unfortunately, I now have to walk all the way around here. I've got the door shut, so I guess I could be nice and let my puppy out, even though she was chewing on a bone. Hey, baby puppy, I gotta show you to the live stream. Oh my God, you're so fat. You're my babies. You're my baby. Now stay there. Hey, easy. Show other people how beautiful you are. Oh, calm down. This girl right here makes me really happy about life. She brings excitement to my life in a very dull, bleak world we live in. I've got to climb a ladder so you get to look at my ass. Ass. Hey, baby puppy, where you going? Hey, look. I have a Nintendo 64 up here. And a PlayStation 2. We got so many game consoles. This is my electronics throwaway pile, which is not like throwaway, it just means anything that's electronical that I want to keep. I threw up here. What are you doing? Oh, you gonna climb the ladder? You gonna come up here? Well, yeah, come up here. Come on. Oh my gosh, she's actually climbing the ladder. Don't come up here. That's dumb. You're a dog. You can't be up here. Ooh, witchy woman. See how high you can fly. Sorry, I've got to move my alcohol out of the way first. To get to the liquor cabinet. I guess I did call this an electronic scrap pile, and then I realized that I got liquor up there with it, but it's fine. That's fine. I got these. You get the ball. I gotta squeeze back in here. Okay. All right. Yes, dogs are amazing. All dogs are amazing, but of course, I'm particular to my dog because she's my baby, and she makes me extremely happy. Come over here. Come here. Hey, baby girl. Hey, babies, come up here. Tell me you love me. Give me kisses. Come here. Give me kisses. Oh, thank you, baby. I love that. I can tell her give me kisses, and she actually kisses me because she knows what that is. And if I cry, I pretend to cry, she'll try to crawl on my lap and look at me like, "What's wrong, Dad? What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh, my baby loves me." Anyways, dogs make me happy. This is my liquor cabinet. Okay. You don't know what a liquor cabinet is? It's what old people back in the day used to store alcohol in. If you open up the drawer, it opens up the whole thing. And then you have your alcohol you put inside of these bottles. You've already shot glasses and cups and everything. And then in the drawer, you've got your shot mixer. You've got this weird mini saw that makes no sense why you would need a saw. You got corkscrews for opening corks. You got bottle openers that have never been opened. You got corks to plug up bottles with. It's a really dope setup. The moment I saw it, my family, like I say, my aunts and my uncles were like, we're not sure what we're gonna do with this. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking take it. What are you talking about? This thing is so dope. Why wouldn't you have a liquor cabinet? And this bottle, this It says vodka. It's hard to read because of the lighting. So, but put vodka into this bottle. Hold up, I gotta do this kind of slow so I don't like break anything. Izzy, stop it. This one's got scotch, and it's still got some scotch in the bottom. But look at this. The scotch is dried, and it's solid. Probably really, really potent. I'm gonna actually. I've never opened this to smell it, but I'm sure it probably is really strong. I bet you that shit's so potent. I'm sure my grandpa put this shit in there, probably like, that's dope as fuck. Your friend had a dog that could climb a ladder. I mean, realistically, she started going up. Like, she had no problem going. I was like, oh, don't come up here. I thought she would just play around, but and then obviously you got your whiskey bottle, so I could put my Jack Daniels in this. And I'm not really a huge fan of scotch to begin with. I mean, I'll have scotch on the rocks. If you want to put some ice in a cup and put some scotch in it, I'll drink it. I'm not against alcohol. Okay, I have things I prefer, and I have beer that I prefer, but beer is the only thing where I'm picky with. Whereas, the rest of everything else, like actual vodka or liquor, kind of. Uh-oh, my cup fell over. But the rest of the alcohol, stuff I like, but I'll drink whatever. So I might not fill the scotch bottle up with scotch. I might fill it up with Hennessy because I love Hennessy. But yeah, it's my liquor cabinet. I should fill this shit up, and then the next time I come over to play like zombies or something, Rachel, when I come over to the house to drink or something, I should bring the liquor cabinet so we can all play. We can all drink out of the liquor cabinet. It would be super dope, right? And it's not even like it's cheap. Like, this is hardwood. This is it's a good liquor cabinet. Super dope. And then you were saying, you got these glasses. This is probably like 2 or 3 shots worth of alcohol. Probably more like what you would put scotch in. But then you still have, your double shot glass. That goes in next there. Pretty sure they're all. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure they're the same on both sides. They're just you've got 4 shot glasses and 4 cups, so 4 of us can drink. Realistically, if we didn't all just, we could split it all up evenly. But yep, my dope ass liquor cabinet. About the coolest thing, it's sad to think that my grandpa had to die for me to get this. Like, it would have been so much cooler if my grandpa had actually physically given it to me. But at the same time, it's still cool that I'm going to keep this thing forever. And it's cool to then think that my grandfather used this all the time and that now it's mine, that I'll use it all the time. And when people ask me about it, I'll be able to say, this was once my grandfather's, But I'm going to have to climb the ladder, put it back, because I don't have anywhere safe else to put it. And so that's why I put it really high up, really far away from the edge. So that way I never have to worry about it possibly falling and breaking and me crying that I broke my awesome liquor cabinet. My pants are falling down, so you probably see my butt. I also have some engines up here. So I guess it's even less electronical, but ooh, Richard woman, see how high you can fly. Hi, baby girl. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me baby. It's my baby. Look at this cute baby puppy. Mwah, 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 mwah. And the funny thing about it is I'd like my dog to get bigger, but my dog's at maximum size. This is no problem. I just wish she was a little bit bigger. She's just like, people would consider her medium, but I probably would consider her a small dog. She weighs about 45 pounds, which I know isn't like super light, but come up here. Come up here. Come on. Get your fat butt up here. No, come on. Up here. Up. Come on. I gotcha. There you go. Come on. No, Izzie. Stop it. Come around here. Come around. There you go. The people want to see the cute baby puppies. Yes. You babies. He's my baby girl. Yes, you are. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. You give me a kiss. Hey, give me kisses. Give me kisses. Hey, stop it. Give me kisses. Yes. Give me another one. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Kisses. 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 Okay. And there she goes. Good night. Martin, you also take care. Unless you want to stick around real quick to see this cool, awesome device I was just take care. Unless you want to stick around real quick to see this cool, awesome device I was just going to show you guys. I also found this while up on top of my thing. This real cool fanciness that I hold in my hand. You see it? It reflects the light. You see this weird fork thing? Guess what this does? Since you guys are all in the chat and you all have the ability to talk right now, tell me, some of you might really know what this is, but tell me just real quick what you think that this thing does. All it is a round disc that's reflective and it's got a fork coming out of it. What does this thing do? Make a guess right now. Tell me in the comments what you think this device does. It is cool. It's about the coolest thing you could ever realistically have. For being as it's really old, okay? It doesn't look old. It's just a piece of metal. But this thing right here is probably. Actually, I wonder if it's got a date on it. No, don't have a date. But I guarantee the thing is. Michael, you are close. You are close, but no, not exactly. I would demonstrate it for you, but unfortunately, it doesn't work with light. It needs the sun to do it. It does involve the sun. Izzie, I'm not playing the ball with you. I got stuff to do. We got no room in the garage for you to be playing with your ball. Anybody else? Anybody else want to make a guess what this device does or is? Anybody? Look at it. Shimmery. You could also use Michael's example of fire starter. Because like I said, it's a very close example. It definitely involves using the sun. Woo-hoo, witchy woman. Let's see how high you can fly. All right, you guys ready? Since you both made a guess of having no idea. It's going to blow your mind. Like I said, I can't really use it, but it will blow your mind. You ready for this? See this cigarette? You place the cigarette at this angle, and then you use the sun to light the cigarette. This is a military lighter, so that when the guys in World War II didn't have a lighter, they could pull this thing out, place their cigarette on the thing, and use the reflective sunlight to light the end of the cigarette. Tell me that's not the coolest thing in the world. I have used it. It didn't really work very well for me, but I'm probably not using it 100% how you're supposed to. I'm sure they probably explained it better to the dudes who were actually like legit using it. Plus, on top of that, my cigarettes are a lot wider than what a real cigarette would have been. That's how it works. Stand straight up and down. You place the cigarette on there. You find the sun. You do this with the reflection. Izzie, stop it. I'm going to put you in the cage if you don't stop. You understand me? You got to stop it. Oh, you're going to climb up here now? You got yelled at? Oh, I guess I'll climb up with Dad because I'm getting yelled at. Yeah, obviously, it's very impractical nowadays because, unless you smoke cigarettes. But I mean, this is like something you could take out in like a survival situation. You run out of lighter, and you've got this reflective surface. And I've also kind of thought about, I'd like to put like some straw or some dry grass in there and try to reflect the light to see if you could maybe start a fire. Um, yeah, well, see, the problem is, Michael, in nowadays society, nobody's buying stuff. Like if I try to sell my stuff, ain't nobody trying to buy nothing because everybody else is freaking out about not having enough money. So realistically, I might be sitting on some things in my life that are worth some value to people, but it's to a very, very small niche people. And like I said, no one's going to buy it because no one else is going to be like, well, I need to have this old school lighter for my cigarettes, even though I have no money. Oh yeah, I mean, trust me, if I really wanted to go through all the stuff I have, it'd blow your mind. I have something else that's sitting literally two feet from me. I know it's collectible. That's why I have it because I collected it. I knew what it was the moment that I got it. I'm gonna get something else for you. It's literally right here. I don't have to move. You just not. Well, actually, I guess I could tip the camera up. It's gonna be a little blurred due to the light, but just gotta move some of my movies out the way real quick because I've been stacking my movies. I have two old wooden crates that came from my grandpa's barn, and I've got all my extra VHS movies stacked inside of one of them, and then the other one, all my books that I use outside are inside of one of them. And if you wonder what I mean by books that I use outside, I have like this small appliance repair book. I have the complete do-it-yourself manual. I have the major appliances repair book. I have the small engines repair book. These are all books from the 70s, so they're not really like up to date, but they're still dope and they're still very helpful for working on stuff. I'm about to show you the biggest book you've ever seen in your life. Look at the size of this book. Okay. Now, you might be asking yourself, Matt, what kind of book is that? It's dirty, it's dusty, it's gonna be hard to read probably because of the shitty camera view. But it says carburetors, okay? So now you're like, why does that say carburetors? I don't know if it has a year, which I will look for first. Okay, this book was copywritten year, which I will look for first. Okay, this book was copywritten in 1933. This book is from 1933, okay? It's thick. It falls apart really easily, so I have to watch how I pick it up. Izzie, stop it. Stop it. This book has every single carburetor that existed in 1933. Every carburetor for every engine in the entire world is in this book. And we're talking exact detail on how to rebuild every single one of them. How? I have no idea. I have no idea why they would have made this book. But I mean, it's everything. Like, okay, so the first page I come to is for, okay, so it's actually, this book was printed in 1960. So I guess the book itself was copywritten in 1933, but this book itself is for the 1960s. And this is for a 6-cylinder 1957 to 1960 carburetor. Here's a 1960 V8 Lincoln carburetor. We're talking cars, tractors, trucks, boats, anything that had an engine. There's a carburetor inside this book, and how to rebuild it, and where to buy parts. Which obviously I'm sure you can't buy the parts at these places anymore because they're old, and you know, this book was obviously printed a very long time ago. But yeah, it's probably the coolest book I own. Do I ever use it? No. Will I ever use it? Probably not. But it's cool as fuck. This thick-ass book is all carburetors from the 1960s. I like to collect stuff. But here's the problem with collecting stuff. Then it becomes a problem of I have a whole bunch of shit and it's all random. And finding that small niche of person who wants that exact thing is very hard. Plus, unless I want to sell it, I can't sell it. Here's a bunch of silver jewelry. Silver jewelry. Woo! I actually found this bag outside. Oh, my Dodge key is in there as well for my truck. Found this bag of silver outside. I must have taken out my silver collection, never put it back in. So I need to do that. Hey, can you go in there? Go in there. Hey, go in there. Yep, go in there. Go in there. Go. There you go. Good girl. Did you sit down? Did you sit? Did you sit down? Sit. You're not sitting down. You're cheating. That's half sitting. You sit, you stay. Can you stay? Oh, are you sad because you got to stay in there? Drama queen. Fucking drama queen she is sometimes. Oh, wait. I got to make sure to put the instructions. Let's read what this says. Peel off protective coating prior to use. Place holder in the upright position. Insert cigarette tip into the holder receptacle. Aim lighter in the direction of the sun. When properly aimed, the sun's reflective rays should be steadily striking the tip of the cigarette. Simply hold in this position until cigarette is well lit. Note, the reflective solar lighter should not be polished or washed. Clean only with soft, dry cloth. That was the instructions for the lighter, by the way. Also, really old piece of paper that looks like it's brand fucking new. But I don't really know. I don't really. I mean, like I said, I'm sure I got enough stuff laying around me that somebody would be like, "That's awesome," but I fucking, I don't really know anything off the top of my head enough to be like, oh, look at this, stuff like that. Actually, I will tell you guys a slightly funny-ish story that happened on Facebook yesterday. I had posted on Facebook about my sponsorship, but I said on my Facebook, I said that I got a sponsor. I didn't say sponsorship. I said I got a sponsor that reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and that it's still being in the process, but it's looking like it's going to work out. And I had a whole bunch of people like it. But the weird part was I started getting people messaging me on Facebook saying, "We're proud of you and that you can do this." And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I realized our society is so screwed up that if you don't say the word sponsorship, people assume that you're addicted to something and that you're having a sponsor help you not become addicted to something. Which is really sad that that's where our society has come to, that so many people are so fucked up on so many things in this world that you can't say the word sponsor without somebody thinking that you're an addict. So I then, just literally about an hour or two ago, had to then repost again saying, I have to make this clear for anybody out there that apparently is taking this the wrong way. I meant that I got a sponsorship and not that I'm addicted to anything. And obviously the people who knew, like my sister and my mom and my friends and stuff, they all found that really funny that, that people took it the wrong way. But it's just like, I appreciate the nice things that people were trying to say. Yes, exactly. Like AA, when you're an alcoholic and you have to be, and you sober up, you get a sponsor that's there, which I get that. But that's what I'm just meaning. Like, so many people in this world nowadays are so fucked up on something that the moment you say I have a sponsor, they just automatically assume that you're fucked up on something and that you're trying to be clean. And it's like, that's not what I meant at all. Fortunately for me, I'm pretty fucking smart, and I'm not going to start anything that's going to be detrimental to my health because I want to live. So I ain't going to be no fucking heroin addict. I ain't going to be no fucking heroin addict. I like to drink, but I don't like to drink enough to be drunk all day, every day for the rest of my life. That's a little rough. I could not live that life. But yeah, isn't it? Is it a little crazy? I mean, it was funny, and like I said, I appreciated the people that were nice that reached out to me to say like I'm proud of you and that you can do this and stuff because it was like they're just trying to be nice about it. But I had to obviously then message them back, being like, "No, you don't get it." And then they were like, "Oh, I'm embarrassed," and it's like, don't feel embarrassed. It just like I said, it's unfortunately nowadays society. You apparently, if you say sponsor, people think you're addicted. So you have to say sponsorship just to have people understand that you're not fucking addicted to something. Which I am addicted to cigarettes, but I wouldn't need a sponsor to quit smoking cigarettes. I just need to be grown up and quit smoking cigarettes. That won't happen until I run out of money and can't afford cigarettes, which is coming really fucking soon. A stimulus check would pay for a whole lot of cigarettes. That's for damn sure. If I get $1,200 my stimulus check, I will shit my pants. Because that'd be a big chunk of change. I could pay a lot of stuff off that needs to be paid off, but I probably won't because I didn't file my taxes in 2018, and I'm not going to file taxes in 2019. Not because I'm super rebel guy, not going to file my taxes. I just didn't make enough money to file taxes. There's no point in filing taxes unless you made over $13,000, and I haven't made over $13,000 in the last 2 years, so I don't file taxes. Just as easy as that.